Hey, it's Lauren with Bead Box Bargains. I'm super excited today to show you our new upcoming items that we are listing starting today, November 10th through the 14th. We have some really cool stuff in this week, mostly glass. We have an amazing shipment of glass beads from India that we've been working through, and then we've got a little bit of Czech glass too, so some amazing stuff. I'm really excited to look through it all. First up, we have these mixes of cane glass beads. So these are really fun. They always remind me of candy, though of course they are non-edible, but they're long canes of striped glass that are cut into pieces. And you'll have lots of like other little colorful glass canes suspended in some of the clear. And then you have some that are just like a triangle, some that are rectangular, some that are round. Each bag is going to be different, and you get quite a bit in here. So there's one bag, and here's another. I've got several mixes just because I wanted to give you an idea of how much they do vary. Every single mix is going to be different. They're going to have the same sorts of beads, you know, the cane glass and some of the triangles, squares, rounds, rectangles. Ooh, that's a cool one. So just lots of colors and fun patterns. Love those. We've also got a bunch of Lampwork glass bead mixes, which I'm very excited about. So here's the next one. Ooh, these are little rosette swirl beads. So you get a mixture. They are packed by weight. So the piece count might vary slightly depending on whether you get more small beads or larger beads. They're roughly, this looks like 6 to 10 millimeters-ish. A couple might be more like 11. But really pretty. Essentially, each one you're going to have a little glass rosette, and then you've got swirls inside it. Lots of white and pink swirls. Some of them have more of like the copper swirls. Some of them are green or blue. They're all going to have that little pink rosette on the outside. So that's a really nice mix. And you do get a pretty good handful of beads. These are all kind of round shapes. But as you can see, the exact color distribution will vary from bag to bag. So there's that mix. Next up, we have some polka dotted beads. Here are the opaque, well, semi-opaque. This one's more like a pink opal. And these mixes, there's quite a few beads in each mix here. You're just going to have lots of mixed shapes, but they're all going to be pink with the white polka dots. You've got lots of cylinders, teardrops, like ovals. Lots of fun shapes in there. And these are handmade. You're going to see some variation. And then here are a light blue, a sky blue with a darker blue polka dot. So really fun too. I love the mixed shapes. Lots of cool stuff. A good number of rounds and cylinders and teardrops again. They're just so fun. And then we have some transparent ones. These are a matte olive with a white dot. Oh, we got some nice big rondelles in that bag. And a bunch of the cylinders too. Each bag will be different. The exact number of pieces will vary depending on the size of the beads, because these are all these mixes are going to be sold by weight. And then we have the transparent pink or rose. It's kind of a dark pink, almost a little purpley, with the white polka dots. And again, you've got a couple rondelles, you've got some barrels, some really nice shapes. All right. This one I believe is sold by the piece. Well, maybe not. There's 11. That seems like an unusual piece count. So I guess it's sold by weight as well. So these are cylinder beads with a white like zigzag as well as pink rosettes. So you get this nice aqua blue with the white accents and the little swirled pink and white rosette on each bead. Sizes and shapes do vary slightly. These are handmade. Super cute. All right. Next up, we have this mix. So these are really cool. These are stripy beads. You've got copper, black, and white, almost like a red in there as well. Red, orange, just little twisty stripes all over these little round beads in a variety of jewel tones. So you've got like the blues there, and the olivine, and the topaz, and the reds, the deep reds. These are really nice. They feel kind of festive to me as well. And then here's just another bag to show you how the color distribution can vary. This one's got more purples in it. Very cute. All right. Ooh, we've got some stripy beads. We've got the mix in, again, lighter blue. Well, this isn't quite as light, but it's a gorgeous, very vivid aqua. Or almost a cerulean color. Then with that indigo stripe. I really like that. And again, you've got a good variety of shapes. Some cylinders, some ovals, some rounds, some teardrops. Really nice. That one back with its friends. There we go. Now we have the same mix in pink with white stripes. Kind of that pink opal glass again with white stripes. Really cute. All right. Kind of filling things up here, so I'm going to set these aside really fast and grab the next set. So this is a fun mix. It's pink and white and pearl. I think it's a 20 gram mix, something like that. Ooh, you've got some really pretty colors here. I love the crackle glass. Look at that. Mixed with the pearl. Almost a gold finish on those. And some transparent glass as well. This is a good mix of shapes and styles. And you can see these do vary a lot. They're done by color, so the shape and the size will vary, but the colors are all going to be in that green, pink, and white category, which is super cute. Definitely gives me some Wicked vibes there. Then we have this really gorgeous, like, blue and green, kind of like a lagoon, ocean-y type mix. Again, different styles of glass. You've got some lampwork, you've got some crackle glass, you've got some pearls. It's really pretty mix of glass beads in a lot of different shapes and sizes, all in that blue-green color family. We've got this fun mix. I really like this one. It's pink, it's periwinkle, it's yellow, it's aqua. And again, just you've got lampwork. There's a little wedding cake lampwork glass bead. You've got all kinds of glass, the crackle glass, the pearls. Really cute. I like that color mix. Yeah. And here's another bag. You've got a little pressed flower in that one. That's kind of fun. Just all sorts of stuff in these mixes. Each bag is different. Ooh, definitely getting more of that pink and green mix going on here. I love these. So this is like their fancy lampwork mix. You've got, again, a lot of those like little wedding cake rounds. Look at the sugared barrel. That is beautiful with that clear glass frit over top, the pink swirl. This teardrop is nice. The little dotted beads. Ooh. You just have so many fun textures. And again, every single bag is different. Let's see what's in this one. Oh, look at the flower. That's cute. And you've got a nice rondelle there. Little speckled round. Little stripy round. More of the wedding cake glass. I like the twisty swirl on that. And then more of like those sugared look beads. So lots of fun stuff in these mixes. And again, each one's unique. They do vary quite a lot. All right, we've got a couple more fancy mixes. This is our purple one. And as you can see, it does vary a lot. This one has a little bit of white in it too and some blue on the purple. You got pinks, you've got purples. Each bead is handcrafted. Each bead is unique. We've got some really neat lampwork pieces in each set here. I like that polka dotted teardrop. So lots of stuff going on there. I do really like that. And here's another mix from the same lot. Ooh, you got some little stripy beads. Again, with the little wedding cake rounds. I love those. Some speckled beads. These twisty beads are really fun. Love those. So just lots of cute stuff. So that's our like larger pink purple mix. We also have this smaller pink purple mix. I love this. Look at that. There are so many beads in this bag. This would be amazing for like earring pairs. You've got all kinds of little different styles of lampwork beads. I love these swirly purples. You've got a lot of these little wedding cake rondelles. You've got rounds, semi-rounds, and teeny tiny little beads. You've even got a couple of crystal rondelles at the bottom there. Just really nice. Ooh, look at that. So pretty. And that is a big bag of beads. Like, that was half the bag. There's so much in there. And again, every mix is going to be unique. It does look like there's maybe a little more uniformity in the small beads mix, just that at least the two bags that I've grabbed, they've got similar styles of beads in them. Not exactly the same, but similar. Now we have a larger chunky glass bead mix. Again, this is a big bag. And again, these colors feel very on point for November with Wicked coming out. I love the pink and green mix. Look at that. Lots of fun shapes. There's, again, a really good quantity in here. It's a pretty good handful. There's still a bead in the bag, too. Lots of pretty pink and green colors. So these are more your classic lampwork beads. They're not as fancy. They don't have all the little swirls and dots and rounds and stuff, but you get a lot of them. And as you can see, the color distribution and shape distribution will vary from bag to bag. All right, I'm going to set these aside, clear up my table, and we've got a few more mixes left to look at. All right, up next, we've got these great little triangle beads, these little pinched triangles. You get a whole handful of them, and they're just so cute. They're clear on the outside and color-lined in the middle, not up through the drill hole like a color-lined seed bead, just they've got a little bit of color around the hole, and then it's suspended in clear glass. So you get a mix of different colors. The sizes are going to vary slightly because, again, these are handmade. Super fun. It's been a while since we've gotten a shipment from our Indian factory friends, so very happy to get these in from India right before the tariffs went up. It's going to be a minute before we get another one just because it's cost prohibitive right now. But I love, look at these little wedding cake rounds. We're going to work through, what we've got, and we may not have more for a while, so just a heads up. The wedding cake beads, oh, we got a little splinter there. The wedding cake beads have copper accents with a little dotted bits and rosettes throughout them. I love the red color. You get quite a few beads in that handful. They're so pretty and they look so fancy. Decorated like a wedding cake, all those swoopy lines. I guess where that name comes from. Ooh, I like these bumpy beads. Bumpy pink and white beads in different sizes. Again, all handmade. Each is unique. You've got really pretty, like ribbons of pink, along with pink dots. Super cute. All right. Looks like about a dozen. Again, exact count will vary depending on the size of the beads in the mix. Here's another mini mix. This one, again, is a little more regular. It is a mixture of these little wedding cake beads with these dark rose semi-rounds. So really pretty together, and you get a good quantity of each style. So really nice. There's a lot of beads in that bag. It's a really good value. All right, next up we've got some more mixed beads. Ooh, I love this pink mix. More, this one has more small beads than the last mix we looked at. Again, each one's unique. You've got a lot of different things going on. You've got like copper sparkles, you've got polka dots, you've got swirls, you've got some classic like luster finished beads, some wedding cake beads. And every now and then these mixes you may find a slightly imperfect bead. Like you can see that's missing just a tiny little piece there. But again, they're sold by weight, they're pre-packed by the factory, and like easily 95% of the package ends up being perfectly fine. It just is something we occasionally notice, so I wanted to point it out. Yeah, that one looks fine. Just every now and then you might have a bead that had a rougher ride than the others over. Super cute. I love this mixture of blues. Ooh, and some like sea green. That is gorgeous. You've got swirls and dots and all kinds of stripes, all kinds of things going on there, as well as some classic Lampwork, like that piece there. And then, let's see, here's the purple one. Oh, I wanted to show you two of these because there's a lot of variations. Some of the bags have more like solid color type beads. Ooh, look at that faceted one. I love that. This one still has some fancy pieces like the stripes and swirls and the sugared beads. A little dotted bead there. Ooh, I love that one. But there's a little more in this bag of like the classic purple color. Where this bag, which is the same mix, the same lot, has a little more accent color going on. Got more like blues and rondelles and bumpies and sugared beads. So lots of variety in all of these mixes. All right, and then our last two Lampwork mixes here. This is a like flower mix. So these are pressed glass from India. They look very different than Czech pressed glass because they're done very differently. You'll have some that have more edging around them and some that have less of that flashing. You also have a good mixture of shapes here, and there's a lot in this bag. I mean, that's a lot. You've got some larger like bell flowers here, down to like smaller, almost like those Czech flower rondelles. And as you'll see, these are less expensive than Czech glass, and they are a little more rustic looking. But they are handmade, hand-pressed in India. So this is our pink mix, and then we've got a blue mix. You've got some like champagne colors in here too. And the blue has a little bit of green mixed with it as well. I'll just get this all picked up. Here we go. And let's take a look at the blue mix. Love that. Blue floral beads. Ooh, I like that like sea opal blue. You've got some AB finishes on a few. And I like those kind of like square bell flowers. Those would make fun almost bead caps. So yeah, like I said, you'll see some interesting flashing on some of these, but it's a different look than the Czech flowers. And they're really cool. I like being able to offer a variety of things, and I like bringing in stuff that, again, we just don't see very often. So these are big bags. All right, those are all of our India glass bead like bulk mixes. We've got some strands of beads and individual beads to look at next. Okay, we have some fantastic stranded beads too. Look at these teardrops. Looks like 5 per strand. You've got some little crystal rondelles in between. These are just absolutely covered in that copper swirl. And then you've got some dark black, gray, brown, even some like blue fret on top, those little glass flecks. And they're smooth to the touch, fairly smooth. This one's, they've got a couple raised spots, but they're just so cool. I love those. So we have that strand. Let's see. Ooh, look at these. These are round beads, large round beads. Looks like maybe about 14 millimeters. I'll have to measure them, of course. But you've got copper swirl at the top and bottom. And then you've got diagonal stripes of blue and kind of a brownish red, like a really brick red going around. They're so pretty. So really, really gorgeous. Then you've got those little blue glass beads in between as spacers. Just lovely. This next strand is so cute. It makes me think of mushroom tops. Like, look at these. They're rondelles. They're red with white spots. You can tell they're all handmade. All the dots are hand done. Each one is slightly unique. The size and shape vary a little bit. With white glass beads in between as spacers. Such a cool strand. And this one's a lot of fun. This is a mixture of black round beads with lots of stripes and dots. And then super dark blue, yeah, I have to hold it up to the light to see through it, but super dark indigo rondelles with the white spots too. And then you've got black glass beads in between as spacers. Love that. This next one is super fun too. So you've got fish, you've got 3 fish. Then you've got these 2 kind of nautical barrels that have that rope, the blue and white twisted rope all the way up. And you've got some purple swirled barrels in between as spacers. It's really fun. I love the variety in these strands. All right, I'm going to move the strands away. And we're going to look at some bagged beads, like individual types. All right, we got some rounds. Look at these. Like sky blue, almost actually turquoise blue, with a blue ribbon and copper ribbon swirl. You get 6 beads per bag. And then here is turquoise black and copper rounds. I think those are so fun. They're like half copper sparkle and half black swirl over a turquoise base. They're just really different. I love them. So sparkly. They look great with goldstone too. So again, 6 beads per bag there. Here's a bag. It looks like 10 pieces, yep, of these black cylinders with copper swirl. Those are so cute. Very classy. Ooh, and we've got some really big floral rondelles. Look at these. Those are gorgeous. They've got like green leaves in between the flowers. 4 petal flowers. You've got 3 flowers per rondelle. And you get a set of 2 per bag. Those are really, really lovely. Some beautiful quality there. And then we've got these rondelles. These are so fun. So these are the dark sapphire with some bright, tried to escape there, runaway bead with some bright like turquoise petals on the side. Love that. Super pretty. 4 pieces per bag. Then we've got them in black and pink. Or is this black or the dark blue? Oh, it's actually dark purple. I had to hold it up to the light to see that. So dark purple, dark amethyst with the pink petals on that. Super cute. Next, we have those same rondelles in orange and white, which, you know, as a Tennessee resident, I had to contractually get. I could not have those, but whether you're a UT fan or not, they are really fun. I love that orange color. All right. Next, oh my gosh, these are so cool. We have sea urchins. Look at these. They are black with white banding and pink dots. Just super cute little sea urchins. They're one of those things. They're just kind of out there. I saw them and I could not leave them. Had to have them. They are sold per pair. All right. Also per pair, we have some really fun barrels. Look at these. Oh my goodness. All those swirling colors. So these are like a cornflower blue base with rosettes and like yellowy orange colors. Just so swirled. They almost look like tie-dye. Those are really cool. You get 2 pieces per bag. And we have them in pink and green and white as well. These look less like swirled rosettes and more like just lots of swirled color. They're gorgeous. Look at that. As you can see, the size and shape can vary slightly. Again, each one is handcrafted, which adds so much to their charm. All right, these swirled barrels are really interesting too. So these have a white base with a lot of blue. Again, it looks kind of like tie-dye, but it's like that speckled blue coat in the background. And then you have a swirl of green with copper rope and a swirl of blue with copper rope and some orange petals in between. It's just such a fun look. They're very artistic. And then, ooh, these are white with a speckled purple and like almost like a lavender and pink background. And then they just have 2 copper swirls on top. Aren't those cool? I've never seen anything quite like them before, which is one of my favorite things. Just finding new stuff I haven't had before. It's just a lot of fun. All right, I'm going to slide these up and off so we can look at the next ones. Here we have some more of the gold, or rather copper swirled cylinders. These are a very vivid aqua, like a dark aqua blue. Love that. Get 10 per bag on those. Also 10 per bag. I love these. You've got clear glass over a white center with pink and black swirls. These are really cool. The thickness of the swirls varies. When they're thin, they almost look dark purple instead of black, which is really cool. The size and shape, again, will vary slightly. I don't know why those give me like Parisian vibes. The white, the pink, the black together. Some speckled round beads. These are really cool. They have those white flecks in the middle. And then they have this vivid dark aqua glass around them. It looks like you're looking at something underwater. It's really neat. Get 6 of those per bag. Next we have, ooh, I love that. It's like a very pale blue opal center with clear glass and then copper swirl. Those feel just kind of magical. That color is stunning. It's like a cloudy, floaty blue. I love those. Next, we have some stripy rounds. These are 4-piece per bag. We have the opaque purple and black, and then we have opaque blue and green. Very cute. The blue are a little bit smaller than the purple. So just super fun. You've got blue and green stripes over a blue base, and then black stripes over an opaque purple base. Love those. All right. I'm going to clean these up. We've got a couple, actually we've got a bunch of glass strands to look at next, along with the fun clay bead mix. All right, up next we have some hand-painted porcelain rounds. These are so cool. And we've had a lot of printed porcelain, and these just have a little extra element to them being hand-painted. They vary more. If you'll notice, yeah, like the patterns are going to vary a little bit. Again, because they're hand-done. But they're just so cool, and they've got little tiny crystal rondelles between them. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like about 11 beads per strand. And yeah, same with the dark blue. So we've got the white and dark blue. And then we've got the pink and blue. I mean, they both have white underneath, but these are all dark blue flowers, and these are pink and blue flowers. Love those. Those are so fun. Next up, we have these really bold clay mixes. So these are completely random, and they vary quite a lot. They're just kind of cool. I don't know, it's something different. Look at the little hearts on that one. And then some of them have larger holes. And most of them have, and some of them have smaller, like that one, but most of them have pretty decent sized holes. I just thought they were fun. So totally random. There's one mix. Color, shape, and size will vary a lot. Here's another mix. Really earthy colors in this one. Just fun stuff. Really cool. Love the texture on that bead. Again, all handmade. Will absolutely vary. Lots of really fun clay beads in the bag. All right. Next up, we've got some Lampwork glass strands. I love this like gently faceted semi-round. It's somewhere between a round and an English cut. And this dark green, emerald green color. We also have them in opaque blue. It's a really nice opaque blue. And then transparent pink. So really fun. We have some tiny pink / pink, sort of a pink opal round beads. And a lot of these strands will come with a split ring attached because they were hung for storage in the factory. So look at that. Super nice little pink rounds. Now we have some melons in dark blue and green. So like a deep sapphire and an emerald green. These are a good size too. They look like around like 11 to 12 millimeters. Same here, of course. I will measure them when I make the listings. Oh, we have those in pink also. Look at that. So fun. Ooh, I'm obsessed with this next strand. Look at these pink opal luster, like almost hishi. They're a like flat rondelle. Super, super pretty. I love that peachy pink opal with that luster finish. Those are gorgeous. Now we've got some sort of tanzanite purple rondelles. The great thing about India glass is that it is handmade and slightly irregular. It just gives this very handmade look to your pieces. And I love that. All right. We have some metallic strands, some metallic bicones. Super fun. And some metallic rounds. Ooh, I love those too. Kind of, it looks like they have a black base, and then they have this gold, sometimes kind of pink metallic sheen to them. We have some more like sort of table cut shape. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, these ground down beads. So you've got very similar, you can see that they were pressed to begin with, much like Czech table cut, because you've got the seaming on the sides there. And then you have the flat cut where you can see the great swirled yellow, orange sort of colors in there. And then you've got a luster finish on the sides. Those are so fun. That's a great, like late autumn gold there. Ooh, and this, I love this olive green. This will be great for holidays too. These faceted like kite-shaped beads. Again, you've got a lustery finish on the sides, cut through at the tops to show that striated olive color. And we have another similar, it looks like we cut this lot into two based on size. There are some that are a little bit bigger, some that are a little bit smaller. So we have separated those out for you. And then we also have these rondelles similar to the tanzanite, but they're like a nice aqua, like a light teal almost. Super pretty and beachy. All right, that is all of our India glass for the week. So many cool things. I'm very, very excited. I'm going to pick all this up, and then we also got a shipment in from the Czech Republic with some fantastic glass pieces. All right, we've got a lot of Czech glass in this week too, starting with some Hawaiian flowers. We have a couple pressed styles. So these are the 10 millimeter, super pretty, like dark red orange with a heavy Picasso and then a gold wash. Those are really cool. There's a lot going on with that finish, and I love all of it. Next, we have the 8 millimeter pressed flowers in the blue opal coat finish with gold wash. Super pretty. It's like that blue opal coat over a white base, I think, instead of a crystal, which is really interesting. I'll have to look at the paper to see exactly what to call it, but I like it. These are gorgeous. So these are, I think, just like a crystal and, or maybe I think it's a purple and white mix. And then you've got that pebbled purple on top. So you can see the white and the transparent colors swirl together. It's really fun. I love those. And those are table cut 8 millimeter. Super pretty. All right. We've got some fan beads. I love those. These are a matte white with that really bold, looks like a vitriol, but it might be the one that looks like a vitriol. His name I can't recall. But I will, of course, check the numbers on the list and get the correct finish name on the listing. But look at that. Multicolor metallic shine over that snowy, icy white. I love it. Next, we have a whole bunch. I mean, we got so many of these shell oval beads. I love them. They're so pretty. They make such great earrings. And these are a white with that polychrome finish. So they're a little bit pink, a little bit green. It's a really interesting coat. I think it's actually crystal with a polychrome finish. It's just something really different. I love that. Ooh, purple silk with a silver wash. Or a white wash maybe, actually. I love that deep gray purple color. Aren't those gorgeous? These will all be 4 pieces per bag. Ooh, look at that. Purple silk with an indigo wash. That is also really fun. Very deep purple. I love it. Then we have purple silk with an AB finish on one side. So that's what the purple silk looks like under all the coats. And then you've got that multicolor Aurora Borealis finish on one side. This is really fun. This is crystal with a purple and blue like ombre coat. Look at that. That is really pretty. Kind of almost a metallic shine to those. Then we have this magenta with like a silvery luster to it. Not fun. These look very wintry because they've got almost that icy metallic finish. It's very silver glittery, but the matte finish makes it very understated, which is super pretty. Again, just very different. And we've got aqua with that same finish. Look at that. It's kind of icy, silvery finish. Gorgeous. I love it. I love these colors for winter. All right. We've got matte teal. It looks like vitriol. I love the way the vitriol brings out the shell pattern on that oval. Isn't that pretty? These are just so fancy. I don't know. They bring, I think they're just really classy. They bring like almost an Art Deco feel. Teal with gold. Classic, also very Christmassy. Love it. We have so many of these. I'm loving it. Ooh, olivine with gold. Again, a classic. Also works well for the holidays. Then we have this green gold with, again, that kind of like matte metallic finish. Look at that. I love it. Super Christmassy, but also great for like fall or natural palette. Very earthy too. These are fun. These are like a peachy gold color. Again, with that muted metallic sparkle. Like the very champagne, I guess. And these are like a orange. Ooh, that's so fun. A really light orange. Almost gold. Orangey gold. Which is totally a thing. These are similar, just a little bit darker orange. Love that. And then we have such a good selection in this shape. I'm so excited. There's red with that shifting gold sparkle on top. These are kind of a light red. And then darker red with the gold. Love those. All right, we have transparent red and gold. Just a regular gold wash over transparent red. Classic. And then finally, we have this like rose, almost kind of orchid purple with that metallic finish. It's a little bit brighter than the purple ones over here. Here, I'll show them to you next to them so you can kind of see. I love those. All right, I'm going to slide these over. Because next, we have a whole ton of 8mm Czech glass bicones back in stock. We've been running out. And we have so many wintry colors. I am so excited. All right, so we have white opal here. Classic. A little bit of a multicolor shine to that glass. We have jet black. Again, just a must-have. We have I think it's the metallic blue iris. Love that. You got some shifting blues and greens, a little bit of purple on there. We have Montana blue. Such a pretty dark gray blue. Look at that. Love it. We have, I think this is the Lila Vega luster. Very purpley bronze. And then we also have just the regular amethyst purple. Super cute. Ooh, and then we have, it's not tanzanite. Why is my brain not cooperating? This is the one that looks a little bit different in different colors of light. And this is the AB finish. And we also have the just classic. These will look really fun with our November box too. I love that color. It's alexandrite. I had to go look it up because my brain was not cooperating with me. Yes, light purple, and it can shift to almost a bluish color in depending on whether you're looking at it in like fluorescent light or natural light. It can vary. Okay. Next we have sapphire, several different colors. This is the darker sapphire. It's like a medium dark. It's not the darkest sapphire, but it's very pretty. We have a lighter sapphire in regular and AB finish. There's the one with the AB finish on one side. And then next we have this gorgeous, deep, I guess it's a dark blue zircon. That is lovely. Really pretty dark blue. We have aqua, classic. Oh, actually this might be, this is the Capri blue, I think. It's a little dark to be aqua. The shape, sometimes it's hard to tell. It's either a dark aqua or a Capri blue. I will check the manufacturer notes. Then we have the light blue luster. It's really pretty. A little bit lustered. Alright, next up we have the Lazure blue, which has more of a green cast to it, as well as almost a Picasso-y type finish. Love that. One of those unique colors where there's just nothing like Czech glass. I love India glass. It has its own fantastic characteristics, and I love the varied finishes on Czech glass. So here is a multicolor metallic luster, mostly kind of bronzish. Ooh, this one's pretty. This is, I think, the Capri Gold. It's really nice over the crystal, which looks almost gray with the gold there on the other side of it. All right, then we have this jonquil. It's really like a very lemony, it's like a lemon lime color. Really pretty. Pale yellow with a little hint of green. We have peridot, classic light green. Also really popular for holiday designs. And then we have olivine, which is a gorgeous dark green, of course. Beautiful. Definitely makes me think of Christmas trees too. All right, and that is all of our bicombs. So many bicombs in this week. Very happy about that. Those are just super popular, super useful shape there. And we have just a few more Czech glass beads to finish this week out. We've got some table cut rectangles. I love these. It's like a yellow opal and yellow striated color with a heavy Picasso finish on the sides. Very cool. They're so earthy and fun. Then we have, I love these table cut squares, the striated purple, and they've got the Lila bronze luster along the side. Those are gorgeous. And this next bag is really fun too. They're very wintry. You've got white and black, but again, the black, when it gets mixed with white or stretched out, it has a very like violet purple look to it. And then you've got Picasso around the edges. They just kind of remind me of like snow in the winter. At least the way we get it here in Tennessee, it's always like half snow and half dirt. So it's not that they look dirty, but I love the layered and striated patterns on those. It's super fun. All right, and finally for this week, we have some more of these fun like dimpled moonstone rounds. Really cool. They call the shape a moonstone. I think we call it like a dimpled puffed round or something because it's a newer shape. It's really fun. And sometimes we try to be descriptive with those so you can kind of tell what they're supposed to be. But super cute. This one is white with a bronze wash. Here's clear with a Lila Vega luster. Ooh, I love those. Those are really fun. Look at that. Next, we have an opaque purple with a rose gold wash. Ooh, or like a bright copper. Gorgeous. You get 2 per bag because they're more expensive in that color. we have the white with that copper wash. That's really pretty. And white with the metallic red. Ooh, I guess that's not the metallic red, that's just a dark red. That's really cool. Very different. And then finally, in a bag of 2, we have the clear, the pink wash, and then ooh, these are etched. That's why they're only 2 per bag. They've got the AB luster on them too. Looks like on both sides. So these are so cool. I love etching is a chemical bath process that creates these little, like almost it looks like a wrinkled glass surface. So they allow it to sit in the acid, and it just kind of pits and marks the surface really interestingly. And then of course they wash it off for a while and coat it. Really cool process. All right, so that is everything we're going to be working on listing this week. Lots of glass beads this week, which is exciting. We haven't had much, and we haven't had India glass in for a really long time. Love those mixes. And always love getting stuff from our friends in the Czech Republic too. So I'm going to start listing everything you see in this video today, November 10th. We usually list around 20 to 30 items a day. Everything should be up by Friday. Also, this Friday, we will have our November box extras and companion bundle release. That's our goal. So we're working on getting those put together this week. We'll hopefully have those up for you on Friday at, I think we usually do 2 p.m. Central Time. So as long as I can get my act together, that's when the box extras and companion bundle will go live. And we should be done listing all of this stuff by end of day Friday as well. It's going to be a busy week. We're having a lot of fun getting ready for companion bundles. Black Friday is going to be good. So thanks so much for hanging out with me today, y'all. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Always appreciate you spending time with me on a Monday. Let me know if you got any snow today. We got a random flurry this morning, which is very unusual for Tennessee in November, but it was pretty while it lasted. Hope you have a beautiful week ahead. And as always, happy beading.